Hi everybody, it's AJ with Hippie Fertilizing. I'm here with Angie today. We've been working on the lawn for a few months and I think we've seen some pretty good results, but I'd rather you hear it from her.
Yeah, so I started noticing brown patches in my lawn, and I have always used the traditional fertilizers, pesticides, and all that. And a friend of mine told me about Hippie Fertilizing, and so called AJ. He talked to me for a long time on the phone, and I actually thought he was kind of crazy at first, the suggestions he was making, and so I decided to give him a shot. And the results are, I mean, they're just amazing. I can't believe how luscious my grass is. And I had dogs, and so everything he uses is 100% safe for my doggies. And
Absolutely.
that's like the most important thing to me, even more so than having a yard that's super awesome, is keeping my doggies safe. And he gives me little tips, because you can sign up for different packages, and I didn't want to do all of the packages. And so one of the things he told me to do that I am doing regularly, and this is going to sound crazy, he had me go get some molasses, and this is the wholesome organic molasses from HEB, and I put
Some of my favorite stuff in a small bottle. It's some of the best.
yeah, it's only a couple bucks. I can't remember how much it is, but
It's about $5 for that little jar.
yeah. And then I just put half of it in one of those sprayers that you hook to your garden hose, and about once a week I just hit the yard with it all over front, back, sides of the house, about once a week.
And in the comments to this video, I will post the pictures of the backyard. And when you see them, keep in mind, before we started doing any of this, it was just dirt.
Yeah,
Right?
it was in really bad shape. I hadn't been in the house that long, and it was a disaster back there. It was mud.
Right, dirt, mud, bare, and I haven't put any topsoil back there. So keep that in mind when you see these pictures. And we've done a few of our regular fertilizing applications, a couple applications of Hippie Juice, but mind you, no topsoil at all. She just, decided, okay, I'll be a little crazy and do this molasses stuff. And you said you've been doing it weekly for a little while?
Well, here lately, the last couple months, I've been doing it at least once a week. Now that the weather's nicer, almost religiously once a month.
Yeah.
And it's such an inexpensive way. And the other thing, I started like Googling it. I was like, is he crazy? I'm gonna have all these ant problems, and I don't understand what ants like and don't like, but it's something about the molasses that I have not had an ant problem. I mean, you can research it yourself. I have not had an ant problem at all.
Yeah, so
It's like
I am a little
counterintuitive.
crazy. She's still right about that,
Well, people think I'm crazy now when I tell them. My friends, I tell them, just go get molasses.
Yeah.
And they think I'm nuts.
Hey, just
So-
like, you don't have to do anything special for hydration, right? Drink water.
Right.
It's water.
Yeah.
It's molasses.
Now, granted, we've had the other thing. We've had a considerable amount of rain, but I've also noticed that the soil. And AJ had spoken to me about this. That the idea is to get the soil biology right, where it retains the moisture and water. So I haven't even had to water at all this year in the front yard. Whereas this time last year, I'd be out here a couple times a week dragging the water hose around.
And so I'm
watering.
going to pan a little bit to try and show some of this front yard we have going on here. If you can see behind me, oh, check out that awesome Batman shirt. What? But look at this green grass. And again, as she stated, how many times have you watered?
This year I haven't watered the front yard at all.
At all.
Not one
At
time.
all. As we
And
like to
it's greener
say.
than it's ever been in the time that I've been here.
The proof is in the pudding, folks. So you have it straight from Angie,
Yep.
right here in Leak City.
The only other thing I'd add is that, AJ answers all my questions. I text him, and when he has time to call, he calls. He spends time with me, teaching me. He's very patient. Just an all-around good guy, good company. So
I will have to say, okay, everyone, it makes it easier for me when you are teachable. because I've had other people in the past and I say, hey, try this, do that, and they're like, I know your stuff works, but they go and do something else.
Yeah.
It
And I
doesn't.
always double check. Like I was like mosquitoes. I'm like, hey, I don't want to use anything other than natural stuff. So I got in touch with him and he made some recommendations on mosquito natural stuff for the yard.
And so today, you know, I like to encourage people to stay organic and natural the best we can. And so I brought some Come and Get It for the ants, which is based on a spinosad product, and then I brought some garlicide, great bug repellent, and a little bit of a fungicide. So you get a little 2-in-1 action without having a huge impact on your beneficials, because you always want to make sure you're not having a negative impact on your beneficial microbes, bugs, insects, all that good stuff. They are our friends and they work for us. So let's let them do the heavy lifting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Angie.
No, thank you, AJ.
And-
Appreciate all your help.
And y'all could have some great lawns too naturally.
Get this.
Peace.
This stuff. See ya.